Welcome back to Glow Up or Get Out. I am one of your hosts, Mel.
I'm your other host, Sam.
Today, big topic.
So deep.
I also have been wondering if, we should start, a conversation in the beginning.
Start a conversation.
Like, how are you today?
Oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah, how's your morning? How you doing?
It's a lot of pressure. I'm I don't know. This is terrible. Yeah, we could. Okay.
So...
I mean, I guess that was part of the conversation. I don't know. Should it be natural like that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
So, how are you doing?
Great. I think this morning was terrible because I woke up way later than I wanted.
What time did you wake up?
9:10. Horrendous. Normally, my alarm goes off at 7 and then 7:30. I'm supposed to be awake by 7:30.
So long.
There's a big gap there. But, my therapist told me, she was like, you just have to shift your mindset instead of being like, it's a bad thing that you didn't wake up when you were supposed to. It's more like, I'm listening to my body and it needs rest.
I was tired.
And I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes mindfully, intentionally taking this rest. And I did such things.
Fair enough. So you saying right now that it was terrible is against
Yeah, I did rules. Just fuck it up.
Just kidding.
How was your morning?
I also woke up a little later than I wanted to. I technically woke up at 8:30, but I didn't really do anything till 9:30.
Yeah.
The thing, the vibes.
It's just one of those times a year.
I did wake up so tired from playing Animal Crossing last night.
Coming off the heels of the Animal Crossing episode.
I went to Summer Island, so got lots of sharks.
I'm very jealous. We just found out you can't trade fish.
You can't trade fish. So add that to the last episode. Anyway, I woke up tired, but I'm very grateful for our new Nespresso machine. Making some fancy ass coffee.
Some nice coffees.
So it's this coffee is very different. I feel like I haven't had a buzz from coffee in a while.
Buzz from coffee.
You're buzzing. I'm fucking buzzing. No, but I have 2 sips and I'm I'm a little anxious. It's kind of fun.
I like how you're excited about being anxious. Okay.
Mindset.
It's all in the mindset. That's what you learned in these 2 minutes of our mornings.
Yeah, but
love that.
Overall, it's an okay morning, I guess.
Okay.
I've been trying to work on my mindset for sure.
Yeah.
Things.
I feel like if we just sit here oh my god, I hate that we have no idea what's happening in our lives.
Yeah.
It'll be okay, well, nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen. Exactly. But, yeah.
Trick your brain.
Trick your brain. On that thought.
Yes, on that thought, today's episode is about body confidence and just body image.
Body image in general, yeah.
We're not trying to say anything in particular. We're just giving the facts on our experience.
Yeah.
Which I guess isn't facts. It's
just literal experience.
Yes.
Subjective. Or is it objective?
Girl.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. You agreed with me and I was like, yes.
It's objective. I believe. The right word. I think subjective means it's fact.
It's a subject. Not necessary.
Anywho. Shift my body. Hold on. Also, having what I think is sciatica problems. Don't know. I need to get realigned by a chiropractor.
It's not funny, but it's also how are we 24 years old
24
and dying?
and literally in pain. Back pain. I was gonna snap my back, but Sam said not to.
Because I'm scared she's gonna break it and she's just gonna be sitting there broken. And then what do? I can't move
vegetable.
her. Alright, so first topic within body confidence that we want to address is growing up.
Yeah.
What did we feel about our bodies just
from a wee child to now?
I feel like most kids don't think about it until a certain point, It's until you're made fun of.
I was gonna say, until you're fucking bullied for something.
Or hear either someone say something about your body or about themselves. Oh my god, the grammar today. About someone else even. You just, the talk. If you hear the talk,
then you start to analyze your own body and it's oh, I'm not perfect.
Yeah. Even on TV and stuff, or the tabloids. When do you think you started getting insecure? I feel like it was when I started reading magazines.
Yeah,
which focused towards little girls.
Yeah, I think me too. Like 17, not even, maybe 17 too, but even smaller ones, like
Tiger Beat.
Like Tiger Beat, yeah. So I feel like I had both perceptions of like, or both experiences where like it was a direct dig at me from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like seeing very skinny girls on High School Musical.
Right.
You
just
know
like
what I mean?
media itself.
Yeah, media itself. Also should preface that like, I guess I shouldn't preface anything, I should just say it.
What?
That like, what I was made fun of for was like being very skinny and tall.
Huh.
Like extremely skinny.
What was this, like middle school?
No, like elementary school.
You were super tall?
I was taller than like all the boys and all the girls.
Damn, you got started early.
Mm-hmm. But then everyone caught up to me, so it's fine. And then I was like, ha! Fucking told you. I'm just abnormally tall when I was little. But anyway.
That's so funny.
I was always made fun of for being too skinny.
Yeah, what?
And when I was a kid, a lot of my like skinny issue problems was because I was sick a lot of the time. So it's like literally nothing I could have ever controlled and
like
my mom
sick,
could
like,
control. So
like
I had a lot of asthma attacks when I was a child, which would lead into like other things like pneumonia. So
girl, that's scary.
yeah,
Pneumonia?
I was a very sick child, and anemia too. I think I should ask my mom. But I was a very sick child. I was always like in the hospital or like in and out of going.
Girl, you should have went ham on these kids. You should have been like,
I am.
Do you spend the weekends in the hospital?
It wasn't like every weekend, but I remember being in the hospital a lot when I was a kid. And my mom being very careful with like me being out at night or like me being out.
Getting sick.
Yeah, just like getting sick in general because like number one, she was always so busy and working. Like my parents would work all the fucking time. And so like me being in school was like probably the only escape for her. Or not escape, but like the only daycare kind of situation she had.
Yeah.
So
you being sick meant you had to be home.
I was never really like super healthy as a kid, I guess.
Just the immune system was
not there. And
we built it.
Yeah, so I was just like really skinny and thin. But even after that, like I was just tiny. I couldn't do anything about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so funny to think that was an experience and then like me trying on skinny jeans for the first time and feeling like really fat in skinny jeans. Like, isn't that weird?
Like at the same time this was happening.
Like a couple years later, like I wasn't much bigger. You know what I mean? I was probably a size
like
0.
We weren't getting made fun of it.
No, just me trying on.
So I wonder during that time what we as a society thought was like the ideal body type. If you're getting made fun of, but if you're being made fun of for being skinny and tall.
See, that's I think it's definitely like where I grew up. You know what I mean? Because like culturally, being extremely skinny is not a good thing. Like in Latino culture, not to say like being bigger or like not that
it's more acceptable,
it's more like normalized. Desirable and more normalized. Like a normal body is more normalized, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, she's too skinny, you're not feeding her, she's not eating enough,
like you look malnourished,
you look malnourished, which I probably was not malnourished, but like I was sick.
Oh my god. Okay, yes. Okay, so sometimes it's more about
because I went to predominantly like
and
Latino
also what
schools.
they wanted to be, because I feel like being skinny was probably the thing for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So like maybe it was also what they saw and they were like, I want to be that, but she is, so I'm gonna make her feel ugly.
That too.
Like,
my mom used to tell me also like if they're making fun of you for being skinny, I was made fun of for being skinny too, and look at them now. And I was like, period, Mom.
You say you're right.
So, I mean, I was never, like, really insecure about being tiny. It was just more like, why the fuck y'all keep saying shit?
Like, being annoying.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I feel like I had the opposite experience. I had a weird, like, growth situation happening. So, I wasn't tall until, like, 7th grade. 6th grade, like probably like 6th or 7th grade is when I was like, oh, she's taller than everyone else. Like, oh, she's gonna be tall. And before that, I was chubby. So it was like probably until 3rd grade. When I was going into 4th grade, I was like putting on some weight. Like I was chubby in 4th and 5th grade and 6th grade. And then as I started like getting taller, it just spread out. So that was great for me because it was not the vibe for me. But I don't really remember getting bullied necessarily for being chubby. I just think I personally didn't want to be chubby. Like I didn't like it. I probably got comments or something like that. Yeah. And like, or someone was making fun of someone else and then I was like, oh. But, like, it was honestly so normal to be chubby in 4th and 5th grade.
It's so normal.
Like, super normal.
Like, you have baby fat.
It's literally... Yeah, like, literally
you're a
9.
You're a baby. There's no need to do literally anything about it.
Yeah, so... I'm sure the buttered tortillas every night for dinner weren't helping.
Period, though. That shit's delicious.
If I would have them now, I'd be even more fat. So, you know what? Little me enjoy it, because that was delicious. Yeah, I feel like it was like that, and then having hairy arms was a thing.
Oh, same.
It was just rude. Like, someone literally was very rude and offensive about it. They're kind of my friend to this day, but... It was a guy, so like, I don't really care, you know? Like, whatever. It's stupid. There was just, like, a lot happening, and then the growth spurt happened, and you're like, well, now all the guys are like, oh, she's too tall.
That's the annoying thing.
And then on top of that, it was like, what do I wear? Like, now I'm in middle school. Everyone's style's different. In general, style is changing. My body's changing. What the fuck?
Yep.
Like, everyone's in skinny jeans that are size 2, and I'm in size 9 skinny jeans. You're long
and have hips.
Like, dead ass.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I have a full-grown female body and all my friends are fucking trees?
No.
Not in a mean way. I wanted to be a tree.
I want to be a tree. I want to be a stump.
I literally did. Oh,
I feel
my
that.
God.
I feel like my body changed heavily from, like,
just like
6 to, like, maybe even, like, sophomore year of high school. Like, it was just, like, every year, I was literally, like, moving through sizes so quickly.
Damn.
I feel like 5th grade, I was size 0, and then 6th grade, I probably went to size, like, 2 or 4, and then I stayed in that 2 and 4 range up until maybe, like, middle of... Actually,
I don't remember my size.
I think I stayed at a 2 in all of middle school, and then in high school, I went up to a 4. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, I'm fucking gaining weight.
It's like you're literally just growing.
Just
your
growing.
bones are
I just have hips now. The waist never fits. It's just the hip.
Dead ass.
And the length, yeah.
What a time.
It was just... Growing into your body is so fucking weird.
It's just awkward, and it's awkward for everyone, because it's like... Especially in high school, it's like, guys will be like, oh, like, her body type is the ideal. And then you, like, look at yourself, and you're like, I mean, I'm, like, pretty close.
I'm fucking close. I'm not too far off. The fuck?
I'm, like, right, so you like me. Like,
so I'm perfect.
So I'm the ideal body type, is what you're saying. I remember a guy told me that. He's like, yeah, like, you and this other girl, like, probably have, like, the ideal body type. And I was like, oh.
So what the fuck does that mean, sir? Like...
I mean, to him, like, his personal ideal, but I took it as every man in the world. I'm the ideal.
I mean, he's speaking on society's standards, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah. This was, like, junior year of high school, and that's I think, junior and senior year of high school, I was just like, okay, I'm getting into the now topic. We're not gonna do that. We're talking about our mindsets then. I'm not gonna do it yet. Okay. Yeah, then. I feel like there was just so much weight, literally, in your body, like, caring about it, what everyone else looked like, and that's why you tear other people down. Mm-hmm. Like, this poor girl had cellulite, and not poor girl, because, like, whatever, but, like, poor in terms of the way people talked about her.
Yeah.
She had cellulite, and guys would just be like, oh god, she has cottage cheese thighs, and, like...
Wait, okay, boys at your fucking school are so mean.
Like, very mean!
That's like
or maybe they just felt very comfortable telling me the shit they talk about in private, like, with each other. And they just didn't tell you that.
I never heard men talk like that.
There's a lot
friends, but not like...
There's a lot of ASB guys, so...
Ew.
They're on their political power trips or whatever. But yeah, they would just be like, yeah, like, blah, 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 her thighs this. And I'd be like... like, oh my god, like, what do I do? Like, there's just so much judgment. And I was like, this bitch had to wake up at 7 a.m., put on a cheer uniform, and get her ass to school. What do you want her to do about the thighs? Do you want her to get fucking surgery tomorrow?
But also, like, she's working out. Mind your fucking business.
And also, like, all the guys wanted her still. So, like, shut up if you're gonna talk smack. Like, think about it in your own head. Nobody cares. You still would be very lucky to talk to her.
You want to be in between her thighs. So shut the fuck up.
Yes, they did. And they would have in a heartbeat if she would have.
Shut the fuck up.
She would have said, "Let's do something." In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
They would have had a heart attack. Are you kidding?
Shut up with your tiny dick that hasn't grown.
Not just coming back at the body.
Body shaming men is okay.
Body shaming men is okay if they're being assholes.
Just kidding. But honestly, yeah, fucking... I feel like a lot of insecurities, like, come from literally every direction when you're a growing teen. Honestly, this very... I mean, not to say that I'm not thin now, but I feel like I'm at my heaviest that I've ever been in my entire life. And now it's... Oh, I'm getting to the now topic. But also, like, in high school... I went through another phase of, like, being extremely skinny compared to everybody else. And I just...
What?
I just remember being, like, in color guard and, like, there's, like, videos of, like, the entire, like, field, like, doing the show.
Yeah.
And you just see me and I literally look like a... What's that?
Is it grasshopper in Bug's Life?
The insect that...
With the little...
The stick one, though.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but I know what you're talking about. He's brown.
Yeah.
The light brown with the stick arms. Yeah.
Yeah, I look like him running around. Like, everyone else looks like a normal-bodied girl, and then here's me, just a stick running around. Yeah, dude. Like, the uniform also was just, like, really, like, tiny. It was just... I mean, it wasn't tiny, like, for everyone else, but, like, it was made extremely tiny for me because I was very small. I had no tits. I had no ass. I had a little bit of butt, but not like a lot.
A little bit of butt.
That was never really lacking, I would say. But I was just so fucking tiny. And I looked incredibly, like, disturbing next to everyone else, in my opinion.
In my opinion. Wow.
I was like, I'm a size 4 now. Why do I still look like this?
Tiny. See, that's what I'm saying also. Like,
also, this sounds like I'm, like, fucking being, like, annoying and, like, I'm so skinny.
No!
But, like, I was made fun of in... Every single grade, I feel like, for being too skinny.
That's the thing. Everyone who wants to talk about being, like, too fat or chubby or whatever, it's fine. Like, you can talk about, like, I get that. Like, I get why that's bad, because society sees being fat as bad. But supposedly, being skinny is a good thing, but yet people still get skinny shamed. So, how are you going to tell me society sees being skinny as a good thing when people are still, like, giving the skinny people's shit?
Yeah, it's just, like, the more normalized body type, I guess.
Yeah.
Is being skinny. So, like... But it's still an issue of, like, she's not healthy, she's not eating enough, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody ever thought I had, like, an eating disorder. I did have body dysmorphia for sure. But I think that, like, those certain comments and things like that have led me to develop, like, not, like, exactly an eating disorder, but, like, disorders of my body. Like, body dysmorphia, food? But also, like, I think about...
Like, relationship with food? Like, what do you mean?
My relationship with food, yeah. I feel like it all is just, like, encompassing in one now. And even though I was always shamed also, like, for being too skinny, I think now that I'm, like, much big, like, not that I'm, like... Now that I'm at my heaviest, I think back to, like, when people would say nice things about when I was really skinny. And my brain goes, oh, you need to be skinny again. You know what I mean? So it's just, like, it's, like, never comforting.
It's still a perpetuating cycle.
Yeah, it's, like, you're never going to be in the right spot, I guess.
Which is, like, a big thing to say. Like, maybe just stop worrying so much about what you look like and care more about what you feel like. And, like, as long as you feel healthy or feel good about where you are and have a good relationship with food, or just can acknowledge when you maybe are making a decision that's based out of a bad relationship with food or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, that's the overarching thing of this whole episode. But yeah, I think it's like you'll never be satisfied with how you look. Like, in high school, let's just get into the now topic, because in high school, I was, like, so insecure still. Even though senior year was probably the best I've ever looked in my whole life.
You, like, look back and you're like,
dude,
fuck me.
The thighs were tight. Everything was in the right spot. It was amazing. But now I look back and I'm like, wow, that was amazing. And in the moment I was like,
really unhappy.
Wow, I just don't add up because I'm too tall. I'm freaking have hairy arms. I don't have light enough hair. There was always something that you could pick out that you want to be better. So, like, today I could be like, well, I just wish I had more toned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like...
I agree. Definitely agree. I feel like I had, like, a very interesting experience. I feel like I keep, first of all, getting in trouble for mentioning people's story, or my stories with people on these podcasts. Or not in trouble, but, like...
It's your experience.
I keep getting reminded that, like, I'm talking about people, but, like, it's my experience. Anyway, In high school, like, obviously, like, the whole skinny, very, like, literally twig moment happened. And then during all that, I also was, like, full braces. Just, like, trying my best to...
Trying to fit in
and stay afloat, look cute.
Get the boys. Well, maybe the girls, but you hadn't known.
The girls I didn't know yet. Or I knew, but I was too scared. Anyway.
Was there any cute girls at your school, though? Like, I mean, I literally have no idea who. Like,
I don't... See, this is
a whole other
topic of sexuality. I don't know if I, like, recognized that I was attracted to people.
You just thought they were, like, hot people or something.
I thought, like, there was attractive girls at my school, but I wasn't like, I want to date them or I want to fuck them. It was just like...
Being aggressive. I didn't think that about boys either. In high school, I was like, ew, like, you're cute. I want you to be my boyfriend, but I don't want to touch you.
Yeah, I don't think I thought that way either. But I wasn't like, I want to be with you or anything. I think also, this is like a whole topic on like gay experience.
We'll have an episode on that.
But like, I don't think I knew how to recognize if I wanted to like be friends with someone or if I wanted to be them or if I wanted to date them. Like, it was very confusing. So I don't even still think that like I ever wanted to date the people that like I was that I admired. Like the women that I admired. The girls.
So everyone, the air is clear.
I think the air is clear there. I never liked any of you.
All of you were ugly.
I think I really only had like celebrity crushes
at the time.
And watched like porn. But anyway,
that's literally a whole other topic.
A whole other topic. But yeah, so like I went through like I would say like my ugly duckling
awkward phase
of like up until like maybe sophomore, the end of junior year.
Wow, so you came to college, you came straight in like, my hair is blonde, I have the ombre. Suck it.
So, and then I got my braces off. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I feel like my body started to change, like into a woman.
When the braces came off.
When the braces came off, the body
teeth said,
popped out.
Run it.
But I had been in dance, like, my first year was my junior year, right? So like the entire junior year passed, I was like the ugly duckling, right? But during the summertime, we would still come in for practice, or there was like tryouts or something, I don't know. But I remember coming back either during the summer or like senior year.
Yes.
Or maybe it was the end of the year in dance class, and like I remember one of the girls was like, Mel, not to like offend you, but like you look hot now. Like, this is the best you've ever looked. And I was like, I just got my braces off and I'm wearing a nice pair of like pants that like show off my butt.
So were you like, were you kind of
I was like offended, but also was like, yeah, I know I'm hot now. Thanks. Okay, not actually. I did not think that. I was just like, oh my god, she thinks I'm. Like, she was like I thought that she was like one of the prettiest girls in our school, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe.
It's like low
she's
key.
Being nice to me and saying this.
Like, so sweet of her to share the power, but also
it's
like
such a backhanded compliment, though.
Yes,
I recognize it at that moment,
and
too.
it's like today I would never be like, you're like hot now, like to anyone. Like, what? It's just like something you don't comment on for people. Like, you can say like, you look so beautiful today, or something, or like, I really love your outfit,
or she could have just been like, your teeth look amazing.
Your jeans look great. Something.
Honestly, if she was just talking about my teeth, I would have been like, thank you. Like, yeah, I just got them off and I'm loving my new smile. So thank you so much.
I'm loving my new smile. In reality, you probably would have been like, thanks.
Yeah, like, thanks. That would never say any of this shit as a fucking... Anyway, I was so shy.
That's so funny.
But I remember that specifically, and then I moved into my senior year thinking I was like the baddest bitch with my new smile and my new bod.
That power's too much when you're 17.
But honestly, and then I like became class president and I was like, great, I am fucking on top of the world.
What a power moment.
And then college came.
And then you're like, and I'm at the bottom of the fucking barrel again.
And I'm at the bottom.
We are just freshmen now. That was shitty.
Even then though.
In the business,
let's be real. Not to toot my own horn. I had everyone that ever thought I was ugly in my DMs before. So, move it forward. Moving it beat on.
Anyways.
Confidence, huh?
Yeah, like, there it is. It came out. She's screaming. Okay, so now, like, that was kind of a transition to now. It was, like, more high school, college. I mean, it's
just thinking about, I'm like, and now...
and we're back.
Back at my shitty.
I mean, like, confidence, yeah. You know, you just... Now it's more like you have moments of bad bitch.
Yeah, like, yeah. That's perfect.
But I almost feel like, do some girls, women, men, have lives of bad bitch? Like, you just never... I mean, obviously you have your days.
That's a good point.
But, like, do people in general just, like, always feel like, yes, my body is snatched, my face is killing it?
I don't think so. Because we're all human and we have insecurities, like...
Like, it's just delusional if you're just that confident all the time. Or narcissistic, maybe. Like, that much. Or, is it a positive attitude? I don't know. I don't know.
The thing is I feel like it depends on how it's executed.
Right.
You know what I mean? I even feel like those people that are extremely confident still have insecurities.
For sure.
But I feel like either they choose in the morning to be, like, a complete delusional person and, like, I don't give a fuck, like, and try to ignore it, or there's the person who, like, tries to change their mindset and, like, they wake up insecure, but they're like, you know what? I love myself. I love who I am. I love the body that I'm in because it's healthy and it makes me walk and it allows me to, like, hug people that I love, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
There's, like, two mindsets. I feel like either you can be delusional or you can be, like, extremely accepting and, like, be like, you know what? I'm not feeling my 100% today, but it's fine.
But is it still confidence, would you say?
Yeah. I still it's confidence. It's confidence in being yourself regardless of, like, what the fuck is going on.
Okay. But it's not bad bitch.
No.
It's not bad bitch. Like, let's get that straight. Bad
if
bitch
you're a bad bitch out there who's always a bad bitch...
it'd be dangerous. You're a dangerous person. Like, for real, you're dangerous.
You're dangerous.
Because that's a tweet right there. Like, once I'm a bad bitch every single day, it's over for you bitches. Like... It would be over. I'm glad it's not, though, because...
I had to be humbled.
I had to be humble. But there's also, like, a million other things. I'd be like, once I get a nose job, it's over for you bitches. Once I work out 5 days a week, it's over for you bitches. Once I eat healthy, it's over for you bitches.
Not me literally saying the, work out for 5 days a week literally recently. I'd be like, it'd be over.
No!
Me and Logan were talking about it'd be over for everybody.
Once I become a professional... MLB wife, it's over for you bitches. Once my boyfriend figures out how to be a professional MLB player, it's over for you bitches. Oh, yeah, okay, well. Anyway, it's not over for you bitches, congrats.
That's also, like, I mean, to the topic of, like, now, I feel like I don't always feel good. Also, it's just, like, I don't think I've been putting enough attention, like, positive attention to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm working a lot on my mental health. But honestly, it's, like, they both work together. So I feel like I should reincorporate some physical movement in my body. I guess, and that's the topic of working out. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone should work out in some extent. And just for mental clarity.
It doesn't even have to be working out. It just has to be, like, paying attention to your body in some form.
Go take a walk.
Meditating. Going on a walk. Something mindful and intentional that you're using your body for. Like, I feel like it could even be painting. Like, not like a tiny one, you know? Like, give it some movement or something. But, like, you know, like, maybe you go to the beach and you get an easel and you paint. You're standing. You're, like, feeling in your body. You know, I don't know. Just being intentional with your body. Obviously, you're not going to get any physical appearance changes. But you're still going to physically feel different, if that makes sense.
I also just believe, and, like, maybe it's not everyone's belief, but, like, I personally believe that just, like, sweating and putting on yourself in a way that, like, makes you feel your body, like, literally invigorated with movement, whether it's, like, dancing, like, actual movement. Like,
aside from what I said.
I love the intentional stuff, but I feel like literal movement in your body in, like, some form, whether it's, like, literally lifting weights or going on a treadmill and just literally walking, or going on a walk, or dancing, or doing Pilates, or whatever. Like, any physical motion with your actual body, literally even just stretching.
I was gonna say, like, yoga, stretching.
I think anything like that, it just, like, puts your head, it literally takes your head out of, like, those thoughts of, like, oh, I am too big or too small or whatever the fuck you're thinking, all of your insecurities just kind of like vanish because you're focusing on like the literal attention that your body has to do, like the movements it has to make. You know what I mean?
It's like quite literally proven, like that your body and your mind are connected. So
yeah.
So you kind of like literally have to do stuff for your body.
So I think like it's like it provides mental clarity, and also like I think the like I know we talked about value, like your value list.
Yes.
And like your daily actions.
I
don't remember now. We were talking about like your value list, and I think like if one of your values is like to feel accomplished,
right,
on your day to day, like that's an amazing accomplishment. You literally feel it vibrationally in your body that like something happened today. You've accomplished something,
and it chemically does something to your brain.
Totally.
So like it's like free drugs.
It is free drugs.
It is free drugs. PSA for everyone.
But yeah, so going back to I feel like I'm not in the right, at least body place for myself.
You mean like
moving, like moving. Making and creating movement in my body. I don't think I'm doing that enough. Because I was thinking about how before Logan and I moved in together, I was like on a fucking roll. I think also when we were in college, like we were on a roll of like working out so much, like every other day, every day.
I feel like we started going
But we also worked out when we didn't go to school.
No, we did do 4 times because we switched it. It was like before and then after. Like that was the...
Oh, right. So we worked out 4 days a week.
Wow, we were strong.
And then I think like on Fridays or like during the weekend we would work out like separately.
I don't know if I did. I don't remember.
You did. I remember.
What'd I do?
Like band stuff.
Dang!
We were fucking on it, dude. But, like, I remember, like, feeling so good.
Yeah, huh?
That I would work out by myself and, like, put attention to my own body.
It was just nice to be selfish. Like, that was a cool selfish.
So nice.
Ish.
No, I gotta get back to that.
Being selfish.
But, yeah, I think, like, now I'm unhappy. But I've always been happy, I guess, with my body. So, but I feel like we both have, like, different mindsets about body image, though. As an adult, and yes, I'm unhappy with my body, but I also can like I still love. I don't hate myself every day.
Yeah, I think like okay. I was gonna say something stupid like, is anyone really happy with their body? And I feel like yes, people are. there are people like bodybuilders and shit. You know, they're happy with their bodies because they worked fucking hard for that. But then there's just like average people like you and I who don't necessarily make health and fitness our lives. Because I feel like those are the people that can genuinely be happy because it is their like life focus, their biggest hobby, whatever. Like ours is more like creativity and like building a business, like having fun. You know, like we just have different priorities, which is cool. But I feel like people who don't prioritize the health and fitness part of their lives, it's just inevitable to go through like the ups and downs of being like unhappy with your body. Mm-hmm. Maybe, but like also at the same time, like you're saying, you can still like be happy in general. Yeah. Like you don't necessarily need to be like in love with your body, but also mindset is everything. Because I remember when I was single, like not like anything was different, but I feel like you just have a different mindset that like
it's like I'm gonna work on myself.
Yes, like it's a very bad bitch phase. Like you're very like I'm hot. Listen. No man can get me.
Listen. What? I feel like Logan and I have talked about this feeling in general, like a lot.
Yes.
Like sometimes we joke, we're like, do you just want to like fight so we can like be our fucking best version,
so we can just be better?
But yeah, like I feel like the breakup you, like the after breakup you,
she's exciting.
She's a fucking amazing bad bitch.
She said, I don't need nobody. I'm reckless. I'm beautiful.
Like I think that's the only reason I miss like heartbreak and being unstable is like the fact that I was like consistently in that vibe.
Consistently.
Girl.
There was years.
Girl.
Like a year and then back and then, you know?
Yep.
I know.
I feel like I only had literally one, like, consistent year.
Yeah.
And that wasn't consistent. Like, it was...
But, like, you weren't a bad bitch during it because you weren't broken up yet.
Also...
I mean, like, you were a bad bitch, but, like, you weren't... I mean, like, the breakup bad bitch.
No, yeah. But, like, before and after that, it was just, like, nonsense. You know, it was, like, a lot of bad bitch energy for no reason.
And, like, you also just... You just do things for you. You have so much more time.
Like, that is the only thing that I miss about, like, the heartbreak shit. But other than that, please keep me in my stable relationship that I love so much.
Just be sad for a day, and then you'll be about... Just pretend.
See, but, like, now my sadness does not compute to,
Heartbreak.
It's
like, you don't need to distract yourself.
No, now I'm just, like, I want to fucking... sit and be sad and just watch shows and eat chips.
Well, that's the first part of a breakup. Maybe you need a couple more days. Girl,
that's called a depression episode, and mine don't work the same.
Girl.
But anyway.
There's no breakup bad bitch anymore. Anyways.
I guess let's just create our own
workshop.
Our own workshop. Hey.
We invite all the girlies and we're like, look, we're gonna pretend we all just fucking got in a massive breakup and we're gonna fuck some shit up, alright?
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
We should do that. Okay.
We should do that. But yeah, I think there needs to be a way to like create that feeling without like having someone
break up with you.
Break up with you and make you angry. You know what I mean?
I think it's impossible.
Maybe I need to have a breakup with myself. My old self.
Look at you trying to find loopholes, man.
A concept?
You think you'll be a bad bitch after that? I don't know. I guess you don't know till you try.
I guess I don't know.
What if you break up with you and you turn into a crazy you? You turn into like a bad Mal. Okay, this is all metaphorical. Yeah, I think going off of that, we kind of slightly talked about negative self-talk and like the bringing your body back into it makes your mental like not be so negative. Yeah, I feel like negative self-talk is taught to us like definitely through generations.
Generations, media, everything.
Like it's in movies and then like parents do it, you know, you just learn to think like I'm being funny, hee hee. Like I really do feel for the people who are super self deprecating. Deprecating. That just, like, genuinely... I don't know if they just don't grab that, like, after a certain point, like, it's not funny to people anymore. Like, Shane Dawson is an example, right? Hate to bring his name into this, but he's, like, the most well-known example I can think of. Yes. Like, all of his old episodes, like, I mean, like, not the old ones, like, college, like, 2017, 2018. Right. Like, he was just so, like, well, it's because I'm fat, hee 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 hee, or... whatever he would say, like, my mental health, ha 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 ha.
I bet that hasn't changed.
Yeah, so, like, it's just sad because, you know, when someone says it, like, they don't mean it as a joke. Like, they genuinely are insecure about those things. So it's, like, hard to laugh at those things when you know that person's struggling with it.
I also think that, like, we've come so far as, like, a society to understand how negative self-talk and, like, jokingly being self-deprecating. I feel like being self-deprecating was such a trend. It was like a trend through like our emo phases and all that shit. And so I feel like now it's just like it's not cute anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's literally so bad for you and so bad for your brain. You're literally training your brain to hate itself.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's just like, and now it's like this radical movement of doing the complete opposite and like being extra
in love with
your body. And I feel like there just has to be, like, a little middle ground. Like, don't hate yourself, but I feel like you can recognize that you do have insecurities and that's okay. Versus, like, I don't have anything. Yeah. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm perfect. Because, like, I mean, yes, you are perfect. You completely are. But I think, like, not recognizing
that maybe you still don't like that thing.
Yeah, that you have, like, those feelings about yourself. Then you can't move through them, you know?
Which, like, it's literally, I mean, for some people, it's not just that simple. But, like...
Totally.
For a lot of people, it could be that simple.
Or, like, it's yourself. A start.
Yeah, just to lie to yourself. You were lying to yourself before anyways. What's the difference now?
But I think you're so right with, like, it's a learned behavior through, like, family. And I think in specific, I feel like I've grown up with my mom. I think all of them.
Like, my mom, my Nina.
They all, like, talk shit about themselves. And they also, I've realized this recently that I feel like my mom in specific thinks it's okay to comment on other people's bodies because she is so self-deprecating to herself. And I'm like, that's not how it works, though. Like, you have no reason to talk about my body.
You roasting your mom.
You can talk and like about yourself. It's fine. But I don't think it's
still
appropriate.
Not okay, but...
And I think that's another generational thing, is like, we're slowly like coming to learn that you have to literally respect people and have boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely think it's a learned behavior.
Yeah, it's just weird to think about, like, the past and how different, I guess, things were. Like, how normalized it was to say things about other people. And, like, I don't know. Like, there's an extent to things being funny and, like, whatever. Like, in the privacy of your car when someone cuts you off and you and your friends are like, fuck that bald guy or whatever. But, like, to people's faces, it's different. Yeah.
Keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Or in the privacy of your friend's car. Yeah, our last kind of note was body dysmorphia, which we kind of talked about. But I feel like I struggle with body dysmorphia, like, every day. Like, every day it's different. Yes. Like, I'm like, today I'm hot. And the next day I'm like, what the fuck happened to your leg?
Just one?
Like, that fucking thigh, what happened? And then, like, I looked at the other one, I'm like, you're, like, still kind of toned. And then the other one, I'm like, what the fuck? And then the next day I'm like, you're hot. It's like...
But also, like, your body fluctuates every single day. Like, if you ate something that you're not supposed to, that your body's, like, literally allergic to, or you're more sensitive to, your body's gonna have a reaction and bloat, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a whole nother topic we could dive into that doesn't have to do with, like, being confident necessarily, but, like, maybe, like, ways you can physically be more confident is, like, a health and fitness and health.
Well, I have
nutrition.
I had a fitness episode.
But, like, we're not doing anything personally, so we felt
not inclined to, but maybe...
We felt a little fake about it.
That's why season 6...
New year, new me.
We can talk about in a way that's not fucking unrealistic and, like, I'm setting all these incredible goals. Like, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
So...
That's another topic. If you guys want to hear about fitness and health and nutrition...
Not to say we're experts, but if you want to figure it out along with us, like...
Our mindsets, what we're thinking.
Yeah. I don't know, but you're right. But I feel like body dysmorphia. Do you feel like you gained body dysmorphia, like, at an early age? Or do you think this was more something, like, recently?
Maybe recently? I mean, I think I would look back and say I had it because I would feel so ugly. But now I look back and I think I was, like, perfect. So I'm like, I don't know if that's more hindsight or me just having body dysmorphia in that moment and being like, you're ugly anyways. Like, I don't know what defines it, really.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember in the moment being like, you look so... Like, just something so completely wrong. You know what I mean? So maybe it's recent. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I think my experience was, like... I feel like I developed at a really young age. But, like, when I tried on skinny jeans for the first time, I felt like I looked really weird in them. And, like, my body was, just... didn't look like everyone else's in skinny jeans, which is like, what the fuck?
Let's just talk about trying on jeans.
Oh, that's a whole fucking...
I literally would cry going shopping for jeans.
I hate jean shopping anytime. Today still. Like, I fucking hate it.
I won't cry anymore.
I won't cry, but I'm just like upset.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that size is different now, or it never fits right, or they're so expensive.
On the topic of things not fitting, I bought this, like, Mugler vintage, like, just a very simple dress. And when I bought it, I was like, oh, this looks, like, tiny, but I feel like it'll fit me. I tried it on, my top fits, because I'm always, like, I'm boobless. Mm-hmm. But I literally wouldn't go over my hips. And I was just like, I'm extremely large in the bottom area.
It's just crazy, because if it would have fit... Like, even if it was a different size, you would have been like, stunning.
Stunning.
Yes.
But it was just slightly too... I was like, this was made for really bottomless bitches.
Right.
So...
And that's okay. It's literally the fabric.
But I was so upset.
Oh, yeah.
I was literally on the verge of tears. I was like, wow, I can't believe I thought I could fit into this tiny dress. Like, I have body dysmorphia for the fact that I thought I could fit in this. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with body dysmorphia. I feel like maybe my body doesn't change at all, which it doesn't. But, like... I think that's what it is. It's like, It doesn't change, but some days you feel like you're really tiny, and some days feel like very large, or like just something is wrong in general. You just feel uncomfortable. Yeah. But I think to just like end off this section of the podcast, we should just remind each other that
we're all going through it.
We're all going through it. Yeah. Everyone has their insecurities. Literally, if you are admiring someone for their looks, know that they probably have some insecurities. They do. Not probably, they do. Yeah. And you're not alone in it. And, like, also, those insecurities will, at the end of the day, it's just a body. We're just here. Like,
Come to terms. Everyone's just living
a life.
Yeah. And with that being said, also don't comment on other people's bodies or appearances. Like, sure, you can say you look beautiful today or whatever, but don't be like, you look skinnier today. It's not necessary.
It's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And overall, just have gratitude for your body, that it's functioning and it's healthy and it's doing what it's got to do to keep you moving through this life. Or take care of it.
Doing one of those things.
Yeah.
If you're not so lucky.
Yeah, just end it off with gratitude. And then also, and we just said we're not going to talk about people, but we're going to talk about celebrities.
It's different. No, it's not. It's really not.
But I think we're going to speak more specifically on, like, how trends and how things have, you know, affected celebrities in general.
And also just, like, fashion sense, too. We're not going to just strictly talk about bodies.
I think we're just going to shoot the shit. We'll see.
Yes. We're back.
Welcome back.
I think maybe we should talk about the fact that you're not in sweatpants.
No, I'm in actually dress pants.
You're in dress pants, but I'm in, like, very camp cabin vibes today.
She's cozy, let's say.
Yes. It's a nod to the body confidence, you know?
Listen, yeah.
We went for loose fitting
clothes today.
Yeah. Anyways, today we're drinking fizzies. Watermelon and raspberry lemonade, which the lemonades are not my favorite, but...
You said watermelon lemonade?
Oh. That one's yours.
This with,
Chamoy? Yeah, we did not do a chamoy room today.
Anywho.
Yeah, so let's talk celebrities, I guess. Or we said celebrity fails and changes with trends. So, like, we don't have to be specific.
I want to preface this with, like, we've already had, like, a plastic surgery episode where we probably talked so much shit, and I am so sorry, but also...
It was just common knowledge.
Common knowledge.
I don't think that's a thing. Disclaimer, just because we're talking poorly about celebrities does not mean you should do that.
Also, don't comment on their shit. Like, we're not going into their Instagrams and being like, you look like shit.
Yeah. And even then, we're not like, oh my god, they look so bad. It's just like, yeah, the butt just was a little too much butt. Well, I guess speaking of, this is like a common fact that we're all gossiping about, okay? We're not shaming anybody. We're all just conspiring. Oh my god.
I was gonna say conspiracy.
Conspiracizing. Like, I was about to make up the biggest word. Conspiring. That supposedly... Okay, this Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian thing. Like, that's its own thing. Another topic. Travis Scott and Astroworld. Very sad topic. And then the Kanye. Like, there's just so many different facets that the Kardashians have to be spoken about. You know? That amidst all of these different things going on.
Also, going back to Astroworld, I don't think we ever, like, discussed it.
No, we have not.
But it's just, like, it's just so sad to me.
Yeah, no, it
angers me, it makes me so sad, and it makes me just so upset. But,
well, you personally have been to a few of his concerts, and you know the vibes.
I just feel like it's just, like, so much irresponsibility.
Yeah. Especially to be that, like, at his level. Like, it wouldn't have been that different, but it would have been a little different if he was, like, a small artist. Who didn't have the funds to have...
I also, like, I understand that, like, it maybe isn't all up to him or some shit like that. Sure. I don't know.
Sure.
But...
It's his concert.
Like, but also, like, like you said, I've been to a couple of his shows, and I feel like at every show I've ever been to, he makes the crowd really rowdy. And almost encourages, like, really crazy behavior at his shows. Like, I come from a family, or not family, but, like, my brothers are, like, alternative rock, and also just, like, one of my brothers is, like, full, like, metal and, like, just punk roots. And so, like, I understand moshing and all of that. But I think that there's a certain kind of type of vibe that his shows created that was very, how do I say this? I guess, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, at a punk show or at a metal show or whatever, like, sure, it gets just as rowdy, but I think people care about each other more. Almost, like,
yeah.
It's like we're all, like, there to do.
It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be each other. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I'm just, like, it's just like known, right? But like at a Travis show, I feel like so there's normies there. Like it's not like everyone's there to mosh. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like
you can't just expect everyone to mosh everywhere.
I'm also just like, this is beside the point. I just feel like he encourages really radical like behavior at his shows. There's been multiple things that have happened in his past as a performer that, you know, he's allowed people to really hurt themselves. So it's just like, this was just, I feel like something that was waiting for to happen for him, and it's unfortunate and really like awful that I feel this way, but I feel like he's very responsible at the same time.
I mean, yeah, it's not to say that like he shouldn't be famous anymore, or that like he deserves to die, or whatever. It's just he needs to take ownership for the responsibility he had in it.
It's just It's also just like, how do
you can't, there's
literally like lives taken.
Yeah, no, there's literally nothing he can fix.
No.
Nothing.
It's just like an awful all-around experience. I also can't... I love going to concerts. I love going to music festivals. I can't imagine going to something so excited and losing my life over it. Like, that's incredibly tragic. And I'm praying for all of like the families, and I am keeping them very close to my heart. I hope that they're healing, because this is really fucking sad. But anyway.
Yes.
In our actual topic of the Kardashians.
Aside from that, obviously there's a lot going on in the news with them always, but specifically right now it's hot and people are gossiping and conspiring, if you will, that
I don't even think it's a conspiracy, honestly.
The facts are pretty compelling. Khloe and Kim got reductions.
Well, let's start by saying like Kim is always the trendsetter for her family.
But they definitely got it at the same time.
If not like a couple weeks.
It was like such a short period.
It's a short period.
Yeah.
But I feel like Kim's always like the trendsetter for her family. So yes, she's like the mold. Mm-hmm, and I do think that they got
BBL reductions. Like,
BBL
I don't know.
reductions.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't a BBL because this was a while ago, but.
Yeah. A reduction.
A reduction of sorts. Their butts do look a lot better.
Smaller.
Yes. And in my opinion, better.
Yes.
My opinion. I'm stating an opinion on that one.
And you know what? Some people might say, like, they worked out and, you know.
No, you can't.
But, like, it's just,
cannot.
Like, she also, like, preface it this way. I keep saying preface that. But, like, to put it this way, I feel like both Kim and Khloe have been very, like, workout.
Yeah.
Like, activists or forward. And.
Just say branded. It's not even, I don't even know if that's their lives. But.
They've been very, like, workout forward, like you said,
yes.
And their bodies were definitely like a lot more built and like tighter and everything, but it didn't seem like their asses changed. You know what I mean?
Like during that time, like Khloe's butt didn't get smaller.
It was just
show.
She got tinier, but her butt was just bigger, or it was just like staying the same. But now, it just seems like things are just getting a little different.
The facts are compelling, y'all. Look up a picture. I swear to God, you'll be shocked. But the conspiracy really is that they did it during all this so that it would fly under the radar. Which, you know what? Is it really a conspiracy? That's just smart. That is just some smart celebrity shit right there.
We might as well do it now.
Hide that we've been trying to get this.
Hide it in plain sight.
Exactly.
It's just crazy shit, dude. On the same note, I just feel incredibly, like, upset that, like, okay, did you ever watch their interview with, it was, like, the reunion show, like, right after
Andy Cohen?
Andy Cohen. They're talking about body, like, extreme body,
About Khloe. Khloe was the one talking, no?
It was Kim and Khloe, I think.
I remember Khloe talking about it, but go on.
She was like, I think the question was like, how do you feel about people talking about how you guys set like unrealistic expectations for body image? Whatever, something like that.
What did they say?
And I remember Khloe saying, or like one of them saying like, well, you know what, me and my family have always just been really like active and very,
No.
always like trying to do the best for our bodies. So if people are mad that we're just putting in the work into ourselves, like that's it. Like we are just working on ourselves all of the time. Like I can't be sorry for like basically working so hard on my body. And I'm like, girl, no one has the leisure time to fucking work so hard on your body. It's not everyone's job to just work on their body.
And also, she being like,
it's also like why are you still not saying the truth that you're getting work done? Like, that is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Maybe she's trying to, like, working on work. Like,
I'm getting my work done.
Yeah, like, I'm working on it hard.
But also, like...
Look, okay.
But this is why I'm upset, as what I'm saying is, like, you're working so hard, but, like, that's what we all think is happening, supposedly. Right. But we're all trying to fucking do your workouts that you're posting and shit, and then we're not getting results because, number one, our body types aren't like that, but also, we don't have work done.
And 3, we don't have chefs who cook for us.
Also, you can change your body at any moment. I can't. I don't have money to inject myself. And
bottom line is just be transparent. Like, yeah, I have a chef who cooks for me, and this is what I eat, and I'm so grateful. You don't have to say I'm grateful. Like, whatever. I don't fucking care if you're grateful or not. Like, just be honest.
But then does that come off as entitled?
Sure, but at least you're being fucking honest that...
That's true.
That you can afford that. Like, granted, they worked for it. They worked for the money to do all these things that are great. Whatever. Some people may disagree with that, but... in my opinion, they could have sat on their asses and done nothing, and they've done stuff, so I'll give them that. Anyways, I was gonna say, that when Chloe's little thing came out, like that picture of her grandma posted or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
I did feel like a tiny bit bad, like when she was like, yeah, like, just no one should be commenting on other people's bodies, like, you know, she's like, 1 year I'm like the ugly sister who's fat and blah blah blah, and then I get fit and everyone hates that too. And I'm like, that's fair. Like, to be fair,
yeah,
everyone was like, you're the ugly sister because you're fat, which, like, what, it's like stupid, like literally so stupid, but I'm sure that's how she felt. It's valid. And then she gets skinny, she's looking great, she feels confident, and everyone's like, oh, like, I hate it. So it's like, there's no
winning. I miss
the
the old Chloe who was
just dorky,
apparently honest. Fat and ugly,
like, but like real, but like the rest of us or
real,
something.
But she's like normal.
Yeah,
like, you hate her because you were, or like you hate her now because you're not like her. Yeah. But you were still making fun of her when she was like, just like you.
Yes. See, that's the thing. Like, I can still feel bad and be like, you know, that's
definitely
not cool.
I empathize with the fact that insecurities exist, and she was definitely a target for a lot of hate towards her family. Anyway, but yeah. I'm just upset with the fact that, like, y'all got BBLs done, got probably liposuction, and, like, got fit, and then, like, I'm working so hard, and then your ass is no longer a thing that everybody wants.
Oh, yeah. It's not trending.
It's not trending anymore. So you reduce your butt, which you've made everybody already want an ass like yours. And
like, BBLs are hot right now.
And everyone's getting BBLs. But now you're reducing yours. So now, like, these people also have to spend extra money to take it out. And, or, like...
It's, like, just acknowledging. Like, even if you got really good work and it looks super realistic, whatever, I don't care. Just be like, yeah, I did get work done because I wanted to not be insecure about this, X, Y, and Z. I mean, they've been talking about Kim having a fake butt since, like, the first season of the show.
Remember that X-ray episode?
Yes, which is stupid.
It's like, your ass is...
It could be filler.
It could be filler. Anyway.
Or fat. She could inject fat in her ass.
It could literally be her own fat. Which it probably was.
Anyways.
It was probably liposuction and then reinserted fat.
But, like, have you seen that? I think you sent me the TikTok. You know, Katie sent it to me, but you watched it. The one where it was, like, Kris Jenner and the whole scandal with when Kim was going... Or, no, Kanye, the church thing, that whole...
Oh, the money?
Run around... That's a whole other topic, but... the Kardashians are juicy.
Did you have a Kardashian conspiracy episode?
We didn't have... No, but we talked about the Kardashians a lot on here for some reason. I don't even watch the show. I haven't watched the show in a lot this season. They're part of a lot of culture.
Pop culture, and we're pop culture stans. It's not my fault. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Anyways, other than that, I was gonna nod to, like, fashion and just, like, the way low-rise skinny jeans, a tank top that went up to your belly button, like, it just barely fit, you know what I mean?
Girls like me with love handles could never.
I used to get mad at my sister for walking around in pajama shorts and a tank top. I'd be like, you look skinny, stop. Like, I didn't tell her that. But in my head, it made me insecure, and I was like, cover yourself. It's like slut-shaming my sister in her own house. I was like, God damn it! Put those ribs away!
Not that. Yeah, that... I feel like it's a very... So, like, we're in between, like, Gen Z and millennials. Yeah. So I feel like we've experienced both traumatic experiences of, like, skinny, flat ass being... Hip bones out being the trend. The ultimate look.
Thigh gaps were
Oh,
huge.
we didn't even talk about thigh gaps.
Thigh gaps.
I remember being like, how to get one. No joke.
How do you get one?
You don't.
I'm
It's a
like,
fucking bone issue.
It's a bone issue.
It's the way your hips are like shaped. And obviously if you're skinny, I mean, even if you're
skinny, you can have no thigh gap. Like your fat
That's what I was
just
saying.
touches.
Your thighs touch. I remember
It's low-key nice when you're sitting down and your thighs catch something, so you dropped a piece of food. Nice.
Sitting right there. Anyway, but I remember that my best friend's cousin had a thigh gap, and I was like, wow.
Best friend cousin.
Like literally when she stood, there was like a little like sliver and then like a diamond like up in her coochie area. That sounds weird that I was staring at her coochie. But like
it was for the thigh gap.
It was for the thigh gap, and I was like, how the fuck does she have one of those? Meanwhile, like I was this twig that people were making fun of, and I was like, how do I get one?
Yeah.
And it was like literally like it's just your bones.
It was nonsense.
It's nonsense.
But yeah, I was gonna just make a note. Also, we have a refill if you noticed that we came back with full drinks. It only fits half a Vizzy, so we had to refill.
I think less also. I still have some in my can.
Me too.
Anyway.
They're cute cups. Yeah, I was gonna just say like the male gaze. I'm not blaming men. I promise. I'm not blaming men for everything. Because like also it's not like our generation of men are necessarily the problem. Like I don't know who the root is. I don't know where the root
somewhere down the line, but
far away.
I mean, men are,
but they carry it on.
Still carry it on.
Yeah, right. So they're still perpetuating the problem. But the male gaze. I think we were gonna have a whole episode on the male gaze, but it affects body confidence. Like I think it's definitely part of this topic because we're told that men like big boobs, big butts, but flat stomach, no cellulite, toned, small arms.
Tan skin.
Tan.
Like big eyes, big lips, little noses, small
clear
ears.
skin.
Me just listing everything I don't have.
Everything I wish I had. Beautiful blondish hair.
The list just fucking goes on. I feel like the male gaze just really perpetuates a certain type of woman. An unrealistic woman, to be exact. I feel like no one completely fits
every
single check box.
And there's, like, such beautiful women who don't fit in that box. Like,
I think we're in a better state. Okay, back to the Kardashians. I said this on the last episode where we talked about them, but, like, I'm also very grateful for the fact that they've changed. They flip-flopped it. Obviously, it's different now that we're, like, fully immersed in like, their beauty standard. But the fact that they flip-flopped it to, like, having big asses and more full bodies, like...
Right.
It's incredible. That was also...
The power they held. The power they held was literally unmatched.
I'm grateful that it switched, though, because I feel like although this perpetuates its own, like, set of things...
But it fits me better.
No. Yes, but also no. But also, like, although this perpetuates something different, I feel like back then it was just, like, it was very catered, I mean, still is, but it's very catered towards, like, white, blonde women who are very thin. And now, like, yes, like, they're Armenian, so, like, that's already, like, a step forward into, like, ethnicity.
Even though they fucking always talk about shaving their arms and shit. I was like, come on, embrace it. For me, for the
hairy
girls out here.
It just, like, was a nice change, I think. And I think now, I know I'm mad at them for, like, getting a reduction, but at the same time, I feel like
I'm not mad. They look better.
They look better.
They do.
Okay, but they look better, but also they just look more normal. And I think that is just, like, for my brain... Seeing that, it's just like, oh, yeah, they just wanted to look more like me.
I wonder what men think. That it looks more like you?
They just want to look more like me.
Oh my. No, they want to come back to what I look like.
They just want to be I feel like maybe they're trying.
I feel like they're realizing that, like, everyone's favorites are, like, Kourtney, Kendall, like, the more natural, which, I mean, whatever. They are the more, like, they are. There's a lot of girls who look like them. Like, naturally, you know what I mean? Like, naturally. Right? And it's no shade. Oh my god.
I'm spilling. The shaking me, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't mean to actually do it.
Okay. It's literally no shade. Like, I really don't care. As long as you feel good and you don't look like a fucking fake Barbie. Like,
I mean, if you want to look at
But
fake
if
Barbie,
you do, also, I don't care. If I see you in public and you look like a fake Barbie, go off.
That's probably the look you wanted to go for.
Yeah.
Go off,
like
babe.
Ken, or no.
Ken and Barbie?
No.
From Botched?
There was, when the story first came out, it was a gay man who wanted to look like Ken.
Mm-hmm.
He transitioned into a woman.
She's now Barbie.
No, I think she wants to be Barbie now, like switch from. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money because
Because when
I don't know their pronouns, I'm gonna go with they for now. I think they
when
took
they
the
were
muscles out.
that's what I'm saying. When they were Ken, they wanted to look like Ken. They got implants.
Muscles
Muscle implants. I remember them. I have their face engraved into my brain.
Big lips.
As a Ken doll.
Right.
Very interesting that they're trying to move forward in as Barbie.
Yes.
Their obsession with dolls.
They want to be a doll. Quite literally. Because, like, they are doing the damn thing.
Go off if you have that money. That's also just, like, how...
It's a lot.
That's like getting their nails done. Like, I feel like they think it's like getting their nails done. Like, fuck it. Like, just a new color.
I personally feel overwhelmed with Animal Crossing. Like, moving something for 100,000 bells. It's like the same shit.
Yeah. I also just feel, like, incredibly overwhelmed of, like, going under the knife. Like, I've never done that. I don't think I could do it more than once, probably, because I'm so scared. I don't even want a nose job because I'm so scared to go under the knife.
Some people just don't have fears. Okay, this got sidebarred.
Anyway.
Yeah, no shade if you get plastic surgery. This is not the topic, though. Like, you gotta listen to our plastic surgery topic.
I think we addressed it, like...
If you want to hear our opinions on plastic surgery, you gotta listen
we want a lot of it, but girl, I'm broke, so not happening. Anyway.
Yeah. You're happy that they switched the script.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do look more normal. It's nice. I think they realize that it's changed. Like, it's just not...
Like, is the trend just gonna be literally normal bodies now?
That'd be great.
I would love that.
Great. And, like, honestly...
Bring peace to the world.
I don't know if it's just, like, the person I'm dating now, or if it was, like, the person I was dating then, or if it's the times have changed.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
There was nothing bad, like, super bad that happened. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it's, like, men are just more, like, I love everything about you type vibes. Versus, like, back then, was it more, like, men were, like... I need to pick some things I like the most and only talk about those things.
What the fuck did he say?
No, he didn't, like, say anything bad. I'm trying to remember. Actually, I did tell you something in a podcast episode a long time ago. Oh, one time he told me he was only with me because my ass was fat. The way I said it with no
context.
And, like, no...
Editing
like,
this is gonna be so funny.
And, like, no problem at all. I'm like, yeah. Okay, but... So he said this, obviously.
I just feel like...
Okay, but my point was, I don't know if it's, like, the times have changed or if it's the person I'm with is different.
I think both. I think both.
Okay.
I feel like I never had explicit things said to me like that.
I don't know if I said...
But I have had...
He said it was a joke. I don't know if I said that.
I think it's...
I don't know if it changes anything for you, but he said it was a joke.
There's some truth there, is all I gotta say.
No!
Is what he probably thought.
He said, you're a little stupid, but that ass fat.
I'm gonna drop this.
Like, how are you gonna cheat on someone when you're with them only for their fat ass? I don't get it. I gotta go.
I just can't. Like, I have... My brain was, like, triggered. I just have all these memories of, like... men just saying, like, dumb shit to me, like, oh, your boobs got bigger. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you looking at me? Or, like...
That's my brother.
What?
No, like, from our episode about young love. It's like, you're my brother.
You're
chill
my
out.
brother. Chill out. No. Such a funny time.
No,
anyway.
men... But yeah, the male gaze. Like, men just really are out here thinking that we're living for them. Physically. Like, we're phically like, oh, she looks good. I bet she wore that dress.
We need to have a whole ass episode for this shit.
Yeah.
But also, we're jumping from topic to topic.
Yeah, we are. So sorry for you. I hope you guys can keep up.
These busies are strong as hell. Like this.
We haven't even had a full one. This is half. The point was, like, the male gaze is just horrific.
Wait,
the female gaze is also a thing.
Wait, going back to clothing though, like fashion.
Right.
Right.
The whole point.
Skinny jeans went to like then like high-waisted pants.
You didn't like those.
No, I love them.
Oh, okay. You
I feel like if it started like backwards, like where it was high-waisted pants.
I mean, technically it did.
It technically did, but I wasn't around.
I was not rocking the skinny jeans.
I wasn't around. I wasn't born yet. But if that had happened, I feel like I would be okay with the trend. Like, I feel like I wouldn't have hip dents.
Right. Like, your body would...
Fuck the fashion. They fucked me up.
Those 3
My
years...
body forever has dents in it.
Those 3 years of skinny, low-rise jeans fucked me up forever.
They really did, though. And now I have to get my fat transferred, so...
I feel like you're crazy, but...
That's
your own experience.
Just like...
Dude, I'm telling you...
I wish I could massage it down.
I'm telling you, it's probably... I mean, there is a little fat. But that's what I'm saying, like, it's...
I think also mine's genetic. My dad has them.
I think it's genetic.
Fuck
It's just when fat... No, between the both of us, because it easily could have just slid down a little more.
Do you think that's how it works, though? Like, do you think we can massage it down?
No.
I saw this TikTok girl who, like, literally massaged a waist on herself.
I'm so glad I have a waist, because that sounds like so
That
much
sounds
work.
like a lot of work. I kind of want to do it to myself, though. See if I can get more snatched and, like, move this down. As I'm literally rubbing myself down. Anyway.
No, ma'am.
Also, like...
Truth to it, I guess.
Have you ever heard of, like, lymphatic massages?
Dream.
I want one. Not to, like, get skinny or anything,
like,
but I feel like I have a lot of built up of shit.
Of things.
Of things.
How long do things live in you? Like, that are bad for you?
Oh, girl. Do you want to talk about parasites?
No.
What do you mean live in you?
I think that's a different episode.
What do you mean live in you?
Yeah, you talk about, like, trauma lives in your body.
Oh, forever.
That's like forever.
Until you, like, literally get rid of it. Yeah. I think your body holds on to a lot of trauma. That's a whole other episode, too.
Therapy is really good for that, so.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, well, we only have
really long.
2 more. Yeah, we only have 2 more episodes this season. Hopefully this body image one was interesting. I really forgot what we talked about the entire I really hope it was interesting and hopefully helpful to your own body image experience, and just know that we're all going through it. We're all trying to figure it out.
Exactly.
And the next 2 episodes we have planned, actually. We already know what we're talking about. If you ask me right now, I don't know, but... Yeah, so we only have 2 episodes left. That means it's like... This episode comes out the middle of December.
Yeah. Wow, it's almost Christmas. Oh, there's 3 episodes left.
3?
Yeah.
What's next?
How to have a good holiday. Ooh. So there's 3 episodes left.
Fuck. Are we drunk? What happened?
I think we're drunk.
No, we're not.
What the fuck?
Also, what is this?
Oh my god. Anyway, let's just fucking wrap this shit up. Don't want you to feel alone. We have insecurities. So does everybody else on this fucking planet.
Facts.
Just to wrap it up, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Go and follow us on Instagram at Glow Up or Get Out. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. And then we also have YouTube if you want to check us out there.
Yeah.
We might be vlogging soon. I don't know. Just go subscribe.
Comment on something that you want to see. I don't know. DM us. We'd love to know what everyone wants to hear and see.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.